Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Lone Star Radio on my mind.
Welcome to the Texas Ticket Show. This is Armando, and I'm with Joshua Juarez.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Josh, from True Texas Solar, I appreciate you coming in and, manning the post with me today.
Oh, yeah, it's always pleasant to be on the show. I enjoy your company, Armando.
Man, after that experience at the Drum Circle over at the School of Live Music on River Road over there on Highway 105 West, we got a chance to build that bond a little bit in a drum circle. Adults only.
Yes, and the moonlight was out. It was beautiful.
It was very nice. And then you brought this tongue drum thing.
Yeah, it was actually a Father's Day present for my kids. Like, I love it. It's I've been kind of dreaming about one for a long time, just talking about it with the family. My son's a percussionist, and so he went and got mom involved and was like, "Hey, we need to get this for Dad." And yeah,
it's awesome. It's really cool. I know everybody
fun.
over at the thing got blown away by this thing, and I never even seen one before or even heard of it. But it's kind of like a wind chime. We'll play with those in a little bit. We'll whip those out. You cool
a little rusty, but I'll see what I can come up with.
You cool with doing some little drum actions? We'll show you a little bit what we learned out on the road. But we do have a good lineup today. I want to say great, but what if somebody doesn't show up?
We'll make it happen. We'll make it great.
Okay, we'll just drum through it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll make it
work. So musical guests Joshua Juarez and Armando Nino also will be appearing on the show.
Autographs, whatever you want.
Yeah. We'll sign anything, anything. And we're gonna talk a little bit about the Free Citizens Concert going on over there in front of the Wake Forest Church.
Exciting news.
105 and 336. That event's August 24th. We have some friends coming in to show up at that. But we wanted to kind of, through the storm, the power outage, and all this stuff, we had a chance to visit and do some things out of the norm. I mean, power's out. We couldn't really go to work, so we had to do other stuff. Yeah, and other than helping with trees and limbs and all that stuff. So one of them was the drum circle, and we kind of talked about that. But the other, I went out to West Sandy Creek Vineyard.
All right, there,
winery, Richards, Texas. It's on the way to Huntsville, and it's North Montgomery, Texas, the town. So you go all the way to Four Corners, and you take a right and go through the Sam Houston State National Forest.
It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful drive.
That's my motorcycle driver right there.
Oh, yeah. I passed motorcycles both on the way out there and on the way back, and it's just the only hazard is don't get lost drifting and thought in the woods, because, I was looking through the trees. I'm like, wow, they just keep going. And it's really scenic. I mean, and pine trees to get scenic takes a lot of pine trees, I think, and these were some nice ones. It's just beautiful. I mean, the whole way, and nice and curvy, some hills, and then when we went back out there, it's a 360-acre vineyard back there. It took me like 15 minutes. I thought it was way further than that. 15 minutes, I'm like, that's about as far as Bernhardt, And this is, there are both, Bernhardt and West Sandy Creek Winery are both members of the Texas Bluebonnet Trail. We're hoping to get some of those.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
And it's 12, 13 of them, and they're all over Texas. And I'm hoping to get a little further on that trail. And we got some photos. Yeah, we're gonna show a few of those here now. I think you might be looking at those.
We need to take a ride together. Like, hit the trail together.
Take
out your little 3-wheeler, and I'll take out my 2-wheeler.
100%. And there's everybody out there needs solar. I mean, you can put generators and batteries backups and all that stuff that you do, and all the whole way I saw Generac and all these other trucks out there, helping out with reconnecting services or servicing
the
services or the linemen.
Yeah, throw some prayers up for them. They're really coming through for the community right now.
It was a lot, and out there, I mean, when you're driving, it looked like they cut the road out between fallen trees. You know what I mean? Because there were these big trees that would fall over that curvy road. And then you could see the sides of each tree like you were passing through broken trees. It was different, than I think the normal ride, but it was still really beautiful. And they have a lot of award-winning wines out there at West Sandy Creek Winery. Really cool people. An Airbnb out there. And
nice. We
got a little video, and if you're probably looking at those photos now, but at the end, we'll show a little video that we put together about the harvest. They have once a year, they harvest wine out there.
Okay.
Once a year. And It was the day I was there.
Lucky.
Yeah. A full moon, harvesting wines. I mean, I had purple hands. We did the whole thing. It was really
We should
cool.
have just brought the drum circle out there.
We should have. We did bring
continued
some
it.
friends. We brought Mike Kelton from Hunger Crush Cafe was out there with us, and he was a wine enthusiast long before he was a restaurant owner. Now they own 6 or 7 restaurants or something like that, and but he was industry all the way with the vino, and then we brought Karen the Connector. Karen the Connector. She's got a show here on Lone Star Community Radio now. You can catch her Bigfoot show, and I think she's got a new one coming up. What is that? Misunderstood? Yes, the Misunderstood show. We had a great time. They were celebrating their 4th anniversary, and we were just glad to get another influential person in the cabin in the Airbnb. It was a 3-bedroom, beautiful place, gorgeous. Like, wow, we got to work hard after we leave this thing, and they were just nonstop with the wine, just
Sounds like an anniversary
flowing.
spot.
Yeah, they just, other than the fact you had 2 guys in the cabin with you, you know what I mean? But I think all valued guests for them, and really I hope we can make it meaningful, like sharing them on the show here with you guys today, and how close of a trip it is, and how easy it is for you to go out and visit, and how you'll be rewarded when you get there. Great wines, live music. It was there was food trucks and full-size kitchen in my unit. I could just cook. I did cook my own meal.
Yum.
Yeah. Well, anyway, on today's show, we got Dr. Sheridan Bowser. She has a chiropractor here in town with Max Living. She's going to be on the show here in just a minute, and waiting to get on now. We also have Lacey Baker, Mosquito and Pest Authority. I think it's your bug lady, or I think that's what
Don't
she
get
goes
my-
by.
I know the pest authority
Yeah,
part, but
she's Mosquito and Pest Authority. She's going to correct me on that, but you guys know her, you love her. She services her company services the whole area here, and we'll bring her on later. She's also one of the sponsors for the Free Citizens concert, August 24th, over at the Wake Church parking lot there with Citizens Catering. But let's get this show started.
Let's do it.
So we're going to bring in Dr. Bowser. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. Appreciate this.
Glad you made it.
Yeah.
How long have you had your practice there in 105 and 336, right?
Yeah, 105 and 336. I've been there since March, so fairly new, going on 4 months now. But it's been
That
great.
is
It's
new.
been wonderful. Yeah.
And I saw your picture and yours at the Lacey Chamber get together. What is that? What was it? What get together?
that
Fun after
McKinsey's.
5.
Fun
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
Make those.
No, those
free
are great.
alcohol, free food,
Yeah.
gifts, door prizes.
I saw it. There was
always
some
a win.
decent
Can't
gifts.
beat it.
The lady with the T-shirt looked a little disappointed, like.
She wanted the bigger basket, with all the other
there was-
prizes. but-
some guys got a saw. The other
Yeah.
guys got all this stuff. I need a
Right.
dolly, and it's like.
It was my first time.
right.
It was literally my first time winning anything at one
What'd
of
you
these.
get?
I got 250 koozies with our logo on. So
I told you those heavy business cards are golden for door prizes.
yes.
If they're doing a door
Yeah,
prize
they did.
draw, those heavy business cards, it's a winner every time.
People love their koozies.
Yeah, I'm gonna use them. I mean, it's great for us because we have the home show coming up in September. We'll talk about that in later shows, but it's gonna be perfect for some swag and giveaways. So I love it.
Yeah, you can win every one of those drawings all over the whole home show. Just drop that card
that
in
card
there.
in.
They go fishing in that bowl. It drags on their finger. It's like, yeah.
Great tip. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Alternate agenda. Get heavy business cards for drawings only. I mean, I know they're a little more pricey, but not worth that. You're a winner.
Go. Everybody's a winner.
Everybody's a winner. Yeah. So, and UT? No.
T.
University of Texas. So what?
Oh,
school?
no. I went to Life University in Georgia.
Life
In Georgia.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And what brings you to Texas?
So, I mean, just the opportunity to grow and to open up a business. I've been here for, 4 months now, and it's been great connecting with local businesses. Texas is big on supporting small businesses. So, Conroe is one of the fastest
family
growing
here?
cities. I do now. Yep. Because I came here. So they say, well, I'm hopping on board. I'm coming
Seriously?
too. Seriously. Yeah. My goal is to get everyone to come here.
There you go.
Hey, nice.
That's awesome.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
And you're in that and next to the AT&T store is on your left.
It's on the left, 2 doors down.
2 doors down. you
Yep.
walk out.
So it's
Yeah.
AT&T, Mint Dentistry, my building, and then the Delta Fitness.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so you'll be there for the August 24th.
I will definitely
Free
be there.
Citizens
Yep, I'm
concert.
gonna have a booth. I'm gonna do free spine checks, and that's
Really?
one of the great things about me coming here. I was able to meet Pastor Josh of Wake Church.
Mm-hmm.
So the event August 24th is gonna be great. There's gonna be local vendors that's gonna be there. Lots of free giveaways. There's gonna be local artists. There's gonna be music. It's a great way to end the summer and then hop into fall. It's
There
just
you
a
go.
great transition. I
Where
love
did
that.
you meet Pastor Josh at?
So I just walked into his building, said, "Hey,
Oh, yeah.
I'm
your
right next door. I'm your neighbor. Yeah, literally, I'm your
Okay,
neighbor.
well,
nice to meet you.
That's
right?
very neighborly.
No, but you have to though. You know, you have
Yeah,
to connect
sure.
with the local businesses here. So just walked in, made a connection.
Super
It's been
cool.
great ever since. So yeah, and it's
super
right there in the parking lot. Same parking lot. We share that same
Yes.
area, so it just works.
So we're gonna there's gonna be an artisan little area and then the concert, and one of the other things that Maury Simon from the School of Live Music is the music
Yes.
director for the music portion of that event, and
Awesome.
she'll be coordinating all that. But one of the things that we had suggested after the drum circle was that there be drums in the in between the intermissions because it's hot. We didn't want anybody to stay up there very long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like take a break, bring him in, and we'll have Cat Fife. I believe Reverend Ray McDonald and his band's going to be out there. Cameron Concepcion, I believe, is going to be out there as well. We spoke this afternoon, and there's a string trio, a clarinet quartet, and there's it goes on and just different kinds of music. And I'm just hoping the strings got fiddles. I just want
Oh, it will be. I'm sure it'll probably have a live upright bass too, maybe. Yeah.
It's going to be really strong music style event, really focused on that
fun.
music, and then some of that the vendors
And
are
it's
right in there and
Free.
That's
Right,
the
it's
key.
free.
Free.
It's
Bring your family. Bring your
Yeah.
friends.
Get out the house. Yeah,
Yes,
you know.
yes.
and
go
a lot
see
of
some
summer
other
giveaways. I think
business.
everybody out there is trying to keep people cool, so they're all like bringing stuff to do that with.
Oh, yeah.
But so tell me what happens when I go into your place. Like, what happens when we show up over there? What do
Yeah,
you do?
so when you come in, right, everyone, they say they want to be healthy, right? Everyone's like, oh, yeah, I want to be healthy. I want to do this. I'll do this diet. Don't do this diet, right? There's all these things, but how healthy are you really, right? We don't know. And so what I do is I focus on structural correction because what most people don't know is that your spine connects to everything. Your spine connects to your heart, to your lungs, digestive system. It connects to everything in your entire body. So when you get to the root cause of any issue that you're dealing with, you correct it, you feel better, but then your body functions better over a longer period of time. So your health sustains for the rest of your life. That's what you get when you come into my office.
Okay.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you do regular programs, treat them, take care of them regularly, or
Yep.
just fix a problem like, it hurts right here.
Oh no temporary fixes. This is long. This is longevity. This is longevity, right? No. We fix it for good.
No, I can attest to chiropractic. Like it really works. I got in
Yeah.
an accident once when I was DJing. I got in another one in a car accident a few years ago, and I didn't want to, do the, medication.
Right.
And, I wanted to get pain relief, corrections. And I mean, after about a 6-month period, it was day and night.
Nice.
No more Advil, no more
There you
killing my
go.
kidneys and liver with all the medications. And so
Yeah.
100%. And I know there's one of my actual employees, Bethany, attends your practice, and she spoke high volumes of you. And so I know that's another contestant to, you're doing good work in our community.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, definitely. We don't want you taking those pills.
No, I'm all.
Don't
my wife
don't be a pill
especially,
popper.
We're very naturalists in our family.
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
I get all
and-
creeped out by those videos where they're just like, all you hear is crack, crack, crack.
Stop
crack,
it!
crack,
Don't
crack.
watch those. Don't shut it off. Don't watch them.
Okay.
Don't
It's
do
not
it.
bad. It feels great. It really does.
What happened?
Right, right.
Oh no. What would you say for somebody who's got a lot of fear of a chiropractor? Because I'm scared of you.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your honesty and being transparent here on public television and on the radio. But no, I'll walk you through a step-by-step process. So I don't do any adjustments at first. I do exams and x-rays initially to get an idea of what's going on. Then
Sedated? I'm
yeah,
sedated?
You're sedated.
No.
Sedated by, life. There you go.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
by
okay.
love and life. There you go. No, but the
sedation.
adjustment process, it just, I take you step by step so that way you're comfortable because I want people to feel comfortable and
Yeah.
not be afraid of it. Yeah.
And so, answer me this: is the chiropractic hug a real thing?
Chiropractic hug.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to try it?
No.
Okay.
Well, no.
My wife makes me. She's like, "Here, come in," and she's like, makes me crack her back. Like, yeah.
Isn't it where you bring your knee up to your chest and then you really?
Oh, that's what you think the
Oh.
chiropractic hug is?
Is that not it?
That's not it.
No.
Well, you can only get a chiropractic hug from a chiropractor.
Yeah.
So no offense
I
to
know,
your wife,
I know,
that's not
I
the same
know.
thing. That's not the same thing. It's a different type of hug from a chiropractor. That's not it. I don't know what that is.
Where you bring up your
Your
knee
knees
up
to your
there and
chest, and you.
lean your body in on it, and then
If that's what you've been watching, I see why you're
Yeah,
scared.
that's why you're scared.
That's
I was
exactly.
like, I've never
I don't
had
know.
that one.
Yeah, no.
Okay. You need to bring chiropractors.
Although I am a doctor, I'm not a licensed physician.
You just got to come check me out. That's what that means.
So, so what's the plans? What's the plans for the future here in Conroe? I mean, is this home now?
This is home now. Yeah, I've established my roots here in Conroe.
And you went straight to join the chamber immediately?
Absolutely, that was the first
Do you
thing.
have family
That's
here?
great.
I do now. Yep, my mom's here. My brother's here now.
But no, before it was just random.
It was just random. It's just like, hey, let me close my eyes and pick a spot on the map.
didn't do
yep,
that.
there we go.
No, you did not. She went to school too long to work that way. Yeah.
No, I did some research. And
I guess the popular stats were fastest growing city, population, things
support
like that.
small businesses. So it was just a great opportunity.
And
Taxes, can't beat that.
And the
Exactly.
location, I guess that was a go for traffic exposure.
Absolutely,
visibility, things
Exactly.
like that.
Conroe was very family oriented. Loved treating families. So it was just the perfect opportunity. Yeah.
That's really cool. Do you a personal note? You know, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. I know you're a doctor. Well, I kind of know because you told me, but
Yeah.
Do you drink wine?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. So do you do any of these vineyard things? And
No, but now that you mentioned this vineyard, I definitely want to check it out.
go.
Yeah, I need to go. I need
and,
to check it
and
out.
There's two that are with Stone's Throw from here: Bernhardt Winery and the West Sandy Creek Winery. I want to call it a vineyard, but it's a winery. I want to name it right. It's WSCW is the acronym they go by, and it's on everything. So it's like it'll learn you quick,
Okay.
But super cool, super fun, and if you're into that at all, Bernhardt is also just fabulous, right? Also on the Bluebonnet Trail, right down the road, and they have live entertainment and music there all the time. And a lot of the folks that we're working with here have played at one of these places, I'm sure. But anyway, that's the local. There's also Deep Roots and Deep Roots Winery, a little further out, heading a little further west. But it makes beer too now. I think.
Ooh.
Don't let me lie to you. I don't know.
You don't know that place?
No.
No, yeah, you got to get
I'm
out.
not a
more.
wino really. I've just started this new life, chapter, and I was like, oh, the little bottle with the kangaroo, that looks cool. Like,
No.
Kangaroo.
Now I'm learning
Stop.
about real wines, and I went to my
Good.
second. I went to my second tasting, and so I'm learning. I'm getting introduced to that, but
If you don't like it,
we'll talk like
keep reaching. You know what I mean? Grab a different one. Don't
I'm
go
more
back.
in
There you go.
Bourbon, Scotch. That's
Yeah,
more
wines
my
of the
lane.
world
Yeah,
at Circle K for $12.95 and under. It's probably gonna be a shot in the dark. Maybe every now and then.
Like I just kind of go
Circle
and
K.
okay, I've graduated off of the bottom shelf to like the mid to upper shelves now. So
It doesn't
but
have
I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like, this has a cool label. This one says it's sweeter. This one says, and I'm just kind of like
just
tasting.
remember what you did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
remember what you drank and what you didn't like. Because the problem is when you go back to one you didn't like and you revisit it and you're like, ooh, I still don't like it. It's
Yeah.
not going to
Yeah,
change.
yeah.
Right.
Their
right.
consistency is their game. So I can't tell you. Like I remember Camus was running something like $17.95 a bottle, and now you go to a restaurant, it's almost $200 a bottle.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. And so once you find them, you can only get a window before they're no longer in the budget of table wine or something. I'd want an everyday glass of wine kind of thing. But there's several really good inexpensive wines. It just takes time to find them, and you gotta go through some of those things you just want to paint your Easter eggs with.
Yeah.
And then you get to the
Expand
right
your
one.
palate,
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing. I'm learning. And
Yeah, and that's the hard part. It's finding one you like, because when you do, you stick with it until it's
Yep.
no longer in that budget, or because they do get crazy. But some of them, they stay,
I've been finding some red wines that they age in whiskey barrels.
Yes.
And those have been entertaining for me to, kind of more of my palate.
Well,
Nice.
port wines that were fortified wines, right? So they would
Those are my
fortify them with
favorite.
a brandy.
Okay.
And that way they didn't have to haul so much wine because it wasn't it was just for the trip.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the cargo.
Yeah.
So it was just, we can bring a lot less wine if you'd put some bourbon in it.
You're right.
It's
No,
like,
honestly.
it's a genius plan. Let's do it. And
Yeah.
so that's a fortified wine. But West Sandy Creek had 2 ports, but I don't think they were fortified ports. They were.
Well, I'm not. I
The
like
more
just
sweeter
the-
you get them, the stronger they are.
yeah.
They get up to like 20% alcohol by volume on those ports, if not more. They won't sell it to you on Sunday.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's how strong it is. If I can give you a suggestion, Cooper and Thief. I don't know if you've had Cooper and
Nope.
Thief.
No.
Go to Specs, get Cooper and Thief. It's a wine that was aged in a whiskey barrel. Oh, it's
okay.
good. It's got a nice oak finish. It's a nice red blend. I think you'll like it.
Okay,
It's good.
I'll try it.
Yep.
I'll try it.
And,
Yeah.
and for those watching, my favorite are Pinot Noirs, and Block 9 was one that I found, and it was at Hubble and Hudson when they had the store in the Woodlands, and I was like, "Oh, this is nice." Must be, and it was really inexpensive there, and like $12, and one of the best Pinots I've ever had.
Nice.
Wow.
And most Pinots are pretty inexpensive, moderately pricey. Kind of go to your favorite restaurant and order like a Erath Pinot
Yeah.
Noir from Oregon for $28 a bottle, and still get the lower cost wine on the list without looking at the list. So you can still be. I'm just going to go with an Erath Pinot Noir. Thank you.
Okay.
You know, so I don't have to
So
feel like, oh, I'm
sophisticated.
just shopping for the cheapest wine on your
Right.
list. And that solid wine, solid vineyard. Oregon's got the best Pinot Noirs in the nation, and always a good go-to for. But I got a real light palate. You know, I do like the bourbon infused wines too, and the ports. But
Sometimes I'm just, you know, a little bit intimidated because I'm a Texan. Like I know whiskey, Scott, you know, and I go in there trying to speak French and say these names. I feel like I'm at Starbucks trying to order the right size cup, and I'm like peanut, you know, and I'm like,
peanut
wait, I
ale.
said that wrong. Can I get the Merlot? And, you know, but I can tell you how to change your tires on your truck, and we can get some 4x4s
so I'll take
going
the Blue
like all
Nun,
day, but-
please. The Blue
yeah.
Nun.
But so I'm trying to like watch some videos, you know, sound a little more educated in it, and then I can, you know, start. I'm doing some tasting, so I love to go visit these vineyards. And,
Absolutely.
You know, yeah,
Same.
get
Blue
that going.
Nun, Ernest and Julio Gallo, you know, some of the famous brands. You say Blue Nun. Nobody's even said Blue Nun in like a decade. You know, just thought I'd say it just to say it. But
It'd be me like naming musical instruments you've never heard of.
Oh,
the sitar, I couldn't
you know
say,
the
I couldn't
sitar,
place
okay.
it forever. I was like, what is that? What's that guitar? It's an Asian made instrument. It's got 4 little cranks on it, and while they, it's
Oh
like
my
a
gosh,
comb
I
to
know
play
that
it.
one.
Like it's like a little comb,
Really?
and then they can play and strum at the same time.
Can I phone a friend?
Really?
I know this one. Phone a friend that plays it, and I'm feeling really bad. I don't know it.
Let's play some instruments
Yeah,
of our
let's
own
do
here.
it.
Yeah.
Let's do
So
it.
we'll let you do the tongue.
Awesome.
Get that.
Okay.
Oh, from under the table.
I'll bring the bass one out.
Wow.
This one I actually hand skinned, painted, and strung. This
Nice.
is my baby. And that one's cool because you can't hit a wrong note. Like, you can hit any of the notes.
That's
and
why
it'll
they
still-
gave it to me.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's not like a piano, you know, where it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you can't hit 2 back to back. So
Yeah.
it's kind of,
So I'll do a little rhythm,
okay, I'll bring your bass in.
and then you kind of.
You went really fast there, Armando.
Oh, am I going too fast? You do the rhythm.
I'm just trying to keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, we did a drum circle, and they're really popular for this gentleman that taught us or was working with, didn't teach us, but he does senior living communities, and he does youth groups and things like this, and gets an opportunity to work with these folks and give them a chance to all play together and build that camaraderie, and it's super fun. I mean, we're far from circling up at the Renaissance Festival yet, but a far cry. But we had really a good time, and they were talking about how the music's the international language there, and just to have fun with it, and but we were kind of like all over the place. But he had a little, what is the
The tambourine?
Ooh.
The metronome?
metronome, yeah. He had a little metronome going in his
Well, he
own
actually
with the
controlled
tambourine.
that
Yeah.
manually. It was a manual. He had a foot pedal that he could hit the tambourine
And
with.
so we all kind of had a
we had something to
rhythm,
keep
yeah.
the tempo.
Right,
yeah,
right.
and that helped us somewhat to stay in tune. But after a while, we got pretty good.
Yeah.
Turn it up, man. Let me see what you
I
got.
haven't played at, like, the drum circle's my spot. Like at the Renfest, I played. I play until I have balloon hands, which means I'm busted so many blood vessels in my hands.
Really?
They turn into
Yikes.
balloons, and
Wow.
that's when I retire. When I can't feel them anymore and they go numb.
Yeah.
I'm like,
days done. We
I gotta stop. It's kind of like.
Where was this energy before?
Roger, we're gonna put your links down below. Thank you for
Awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
You did really good.
Thank you.
We're gonna show them how to find you, and
Awesome,
we'll
yeah.
all visit with you August 24th out at the festival.
Yeah,
at the
please
music concert.
do. Awesome.
All right, well, thank you for coming.
Thank
Guys, we'll be
you.
back after this. Let's play it out. Let's play it out.
Lone Star Radio on my mind. So won't you kick your feet up if you have a minute?
Audience of One, Wednesdays at 10 a.m. right here on Conroe's 106.1 and 104.5. Listen to the brain droppings of local hosts, me, Andrew Belshner, along with the jewel of Montgomery County radio, Dick Schisler. Topical musings, news stories, oddities, or just weird conversations that we normally have with ourselves, all mixed together with the occasional guest. You can also find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts.
Welcome back.
Lone Star Radio
Armando,
on my
Josh
mind.
Juarez.
Yeah.
Take Texas Solar.
We're back again.
Keeping that power back.
Yes, especially through these storms. It's still raining out there.
It's raining now.
It
It's
is.
raining now. And we have with us Miss Lacey Baker, Mosquito and Pest Authority.
That's right. I'm a bug girl.
Got to talk in that microphone. They're not going to hear you.
That's right. I'm your bug girl.
You are the bug girl. And
Of
man, we
course.
see you
Those
everywhere.
videos get me. I love your videos. Of course, we take care of this and that and this and that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, they do.
I know. Those are
Yes.
fun to make.
They are.
I like
Yes.
the one where the two guys are chasing the roach around the room, and they're all like with sandals, and everybody freaks out when that sucker flies.
I know. And that's really scary in real life, too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Flying
Everybody's
roach.
brave until it flies. You know.
Yeah. It still creeps me
And
out.
everybody's like, ooh, oh, no. Like, well, I've lived on the lake most of my life, like near the water, really close, and if not on it. And those big suckers, I don't think you can get rid of those. I don't think they're going to go away. But now those little house ones, those you got to kill. I mean, those are, we
And they're
try.
completely different. So the big ones that you see, that's an American roach, okay? They are water bugs. They come in on boxes, random. The little ones are German roaches, and they're infestors. So you absolutely need me to get rid of those because you cannot get rid of them yourself.
What about ants? I got ant issues.
Yes. Ants, again, it's that time of year, right? They leave a trail. So, again, you can try. People are like, oh, I did Dawn soap or I did, this to get rid of the trail. You need a pest control company because we need to bait and treat because they leave a pheromone trail. So the soldiers go out, find a food and water
Is that
source.
what it is?
Yes, and then they leave that trail for the others to follow. Wow. So they're behind the baseboards, in between the carpet and the hard surface floor. You can't see them, but they're trailing.
So I've had a little success with killing fire ants, but now the sugar ones,
Right.
they're like unstoppable.
They are. And again, like I said, they leave a pheromone trail. It's really interesting. Every ant has a job in the colony. And so you need someone professional, again, hopefully me, to come in. And it's an easy thing. It's an easy one time, hopefully one time if there's not a lot.
Yeah,
But-
I dumped a gallon of 7 dust on this one spot, and then I hit it the next day with the whole half of. Well, I had that much andro left in the andro one to bring the toxicity levels up, and I dumped all that on them. And 2 days later, they're all over the place.
Right.
Like same spot, like they're eating
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
just
and
in
they
there
get
snacking
immune,
on it.
and consumers can't buy anything strong enough because, again, pest control companies, we have a license. So the guys know exactly how to apply that certain product, and consumers can't get their hands on that.
And they'll think about your kids and your dogs and, make sure that everything's
Yeah.
professionally handled where we might just go pour something out there and then our dogs go out there. And,
We've spent a lot of time thinking only natural products, and then it was like,
that ain't working.
Right.
it's not going to work.
And that's the thing is we're not using huge amounts. Like you dumping all that, that was a lot of chemical.
Didn't
We're
work.
not- right, exactly. And we're not
wasn't the
using
right
anything.
chemical, I guess.
Yeah. And it's a lot of chemical that's not strong enough. So you have to use a lot, and then that's more pesticide.
What
that
I've
we're
been
using.
seeing a lot of right now, and I don't know if it's just I'm more aware, is the wasp.
No,
It seems like
it's-
tenfold what it's been in
yes.
our past years because we garden and we encourage, a few wasps, the bees. We never really care about the bees, but the wasp are more, aggressive than a bee would be.
Right.
And we have seen like so many more this year. And even at our new place we just moved in, it's a tremendous amount, which we need to get you out to.
Yes.
Get that set up soon. But yeah, have you seen more?
Yes, a ton more, and they're relentless because we can kill the nest, remove it, but then there's new ones. They're going to build where they
But
want.
like mud daubers, I mean,
Mud daubers too, and
Yeah.
since they fly, they evade a pest barrier, right? So they're never going to land on
Yeah.
your pesticide barrier. So since they can just fly, they'll build where they want.
okay, so I saw this one mud dauber, and it had 5 other mud daubers on it. So it was like one walking with 5 on his back. And I was told this is during the mating process. There's the same thing they build their nest with is connects them. They stick together. So they're like, he's just walking around with like a train.
Yeah.
He's just walking there. Just,
Wow.
Yeah, I thought
didn't
this
know
is
about
so
all
weird.
that.
And they're harmless. They're more of a nuisance
Yeah.
pest, right? They look like a wasp, but they're not going to like attack you
Yeah.
and
The red
stifle you.
wasp and the blue winged wasp. Those are the ones I don't want.
Out at West Sandy Creek Winery, there were the biggest hornet looking things I'd ever
Yes.
seen. That was like, that's one you do not want to get stung by. He looks scary.
And you know that wasp, even like different species of wasp, will go together and attack. Like they don't dislike each other.
Oh,
They're
wow.
not
I didn't know
territorial.
that.
We had a customer who had 3 different types of wasp in a tree. And you would think that they would avoid each other, but they like banded together and were like terrorizing this family. That's why they called me.
Together.
Wow.
3 different. The yellow jackets, a red wasp, and black. And she's like, there's no way, but they are. We Googled, we researched. She's like, we cannot believe they're just all living together in this tree.
What's the deal with this whole the locust thing? The cicadas are supposed to be coming up. It's like their turn. They're underground nesting, and then
I know.
certain season they come out,
I
and the
don't
sworm's
know.
coming.
Yeah,
Has the
can't-
swarm come?
I don't know. I
know.
can't speak to that because
Sounds
they're
Revelation
not like a
like.
pest. Yeah.
No, they brood underground, right? And then when the time comes, and it takes them several years, that they come out, right? And
Right.
so they were just due. They're on schedules, and so their season came of 2 large broods at the same time.
Maybe this rain has done something.
Right.
Yeah.
I was just curious if they'd come out yet. I hadn't
Yeah.
heard anything about
Yeah.
it in the news, or maybe it did, and we didn't know because of all the other news
Right.
going on. But
When the Texas tarantulas took over.
this all
Yeah.
what?
Oh, come on. You were
I don't know
Walden.
anything about
Oh,
Texas
yeah.
tarantulas. What are you talking about?
The flood. Do you?
Yes.
Okay. So the
Really?
flood, not
He
this
watches a
last
lot
one.
of YouTube. He knows what he's doing.
We had real life, like one of my customers, again, she's from out of state, and she's like, oh my God, I'm being invaded by tarantulas. And I was like, okay,
Come
so
on.
and so, send me some pictures. I'll get the guy. She's like, no, you have to send Richard today. There's tarantulas everywhere. And there was like 6 tarantulas in Walden on her porch. And I was like, oh my God, what is this? And the rain had
so
pushed them out.
creepy.
It was mating season. And so
Push them
all
out
the
of
males,
where? South Africa?
like little burrows. Yeah.
How'd they get here?
And again, they're harmless. They were just in the burrows, like in the grass, living, but the rain pushed them out. And so, again, it's mating season. They're just everywhere. They're fine now. They're gone. But live and let live. They were harmless as well. Their venom is equivalent to a bee sting. So,
That's
that,
only if you're really endangering them that they would even.
yeah, very, very docile.
It's still creepy.
Yes. And they are big, hairy, just like a tarantula, but a Texas tarantula.
Show me again with your hands.
Huh?
Show me again.
The sizing.
Yes.
They were that big.
Yes. I could not
Hold your
believe
hands
it.
so the people can see that.
I could not.
You saw
believe
tarantulas
it.
that
yes,
big.
like palm. And
they're
I
big.
really
Oh
could not
no!
believe it.
I didn't know that was real.
Yes, I
mean,
didn't
like-
either. Last year
You've
we did
woken
not
up a
get
new fear
call.
for Armando.
Wait till I show you
Yeah,
a
no,
video.
a
Yes.
little arachnophobia here.
It doesn't bother me.
But again, it's good to know that they're harmless.
I'm good with the rest
right?
of them, but not spiders.
What
They
about
creep me out.
snakes?
I'm all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And banana spiders. Live and let live.
Oh, yeah. I
a
love
lot
them
of
in our
Do
garden.
banana spiders hurt?
No.
I mean, do they poison?
No. They're going to eat bugs, build their web, and just leave them alone.
When I was young, we were running next to a fence, and it had a power unit thing on the other side, and the woods were here, and it was cleared, because the power people clear off that little gap, and
Right.
we were just running. Of course, we took the gap, and I was in front, and all I felt was just something hit my chest, and then nothing but web all over me.
Ugh.
And I was like, I just walked into a spider web, and I turned around, and I could see the look on that guy's face. 'Cause
Was it a banana spider?
20 years later, I can still remember the look on his face.
Wow.
He's like, he got it and he whipped it off, and I was like, oh, what was it? What was it? He's like, it's a big old spider about that big.
Yeah. They're
Yeah,
big.
like,
They're
wow.
freaky looking, but they're living let
What's
live.
that other one that we have it in our garden? We call it the zipper spider. Is the nickname for it? They build the spider web with the zigzag through
yeah.
the middle.
What's that?
I
I'm
can't remember
still
the
learning.
full species of it, but I know it's a zipper spider. Is like the
Because
lane
it's
term.
got the.
the Z down the middle.
Is there
yeah.
a point to that?
I don't know.
Probably catching.
I have the app that's called Insect This, and you can just take a picture and it tells you what it is. I read the cliff
But
notes.
that's not even why we called you on the show
I
today.
know, right? I know. Get me started. and
There is a lot of
we can
bugs
talk
out right now,
hours.
though. That
boys
is
with bugs
Yeah,
happening.
serious
Yeah.
bug stuff. I mean, just really, we should talk offline about this because it's a real problem.
It is.
I mean, a lot, and everything we talked about is in strange abundance and stuff that I never even knew.
Mosquitoes, ants, yes.
Tarantulas. I mean,
yeah.
good Lord, we're getting new ones now. You know,
Yes.
nature's taking over, Walden. You know, but you're a member of Lake Conroe Lake Conroe Chamber, right?
Yes.
Okay, and did were you at this? What was it called?
The Fun After 5 at
Fun After
McKinsey's
5?
last week.
I wasn't. No.
It was packed.
I
Place was
know,
packed.
man. It's hard with kids.
Yeah.
It's hard. 'Cause,
But
yeah.
so you had a couple events you wanted to talk about, and we'll talk about that. Put the Free Citizens concert to the back. Tell me about that
Oh,
other
okay.
thing you
yeah,
had
that's
there.
a good one.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know
me
you're gonna be
first?
there. Yeah.
Okay. So y'all know Montgomery County Business Women's Association, MCABW. Okay.
What's her name?
Carol.
Carol
Gooch.
Gooch,
Yes.
the Gooch.
Yes.
And she's got the magazine, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And she founded
Super
this.
cool lady.
Yes, in like the 80s, right? Like she was ahead
she
of her
really?
time. Yes.
I didn't know
And-
that.
I didn't know that
Yeah,
either.
did you
Right,
know that?
ahead of her time for networking for women around Montgomery County to network. And she always wanted to help young girls from the Montgomery County area who needed help with college or trade school, right? That's the point of this
Okay.
organization.
That's awesome.
Really? I didn't know that.
Good
either.
mission.
Yes. So
idea.
anything we go to, we donate money, raise money. We have little like fundraisers.
Aw.
We have door prizes, things, any like even $1. That all goes towards the scholarships. And then every year they give out scholarships. Anyone in Montgomery County who needs help with school gets a $1,000 scholarship, and they give out several. And again, she
Wow.
never wanted a girl, because she's a psychiatrist or a counselor, to be stuck in a marriage
Oh.
that she can't escape, right? She wanted girls to be able to leave an abusive marriage and then make their way on their own.
Yeah.
So they didn't have to rely on a guy. So their big fundraiser, I'm a member of the group, so our big fundraiser, I should say, is at Kendra Scott in the Woodlands. Super fun. You get to shop.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's August 8th, 5 to 7. 20% of all the proceeds will go to those scholarships for the girls. So again, fun jewelry, look gorgeous, sip champagne, get dressed up. And then there's also online shopping. And if you go to mcabw.org, you can get the coupon code for that same discount online. So think
That's
Christmas
awesome.
gifts,
Yeah.
right?
I'll just bring
Birthday
my
presents.
wife and my daughter and the credit cards, and they'll have a heyday.
Right? I know. Super fun.
My
And
daughter's all into rings right now. Like she's got one for every finger, and then if it's a,
Is that what Kendra Scott is?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
beautiful jewelry.
Yes.
And so she likes to, her going outside and playing with her friends' rings, and then her going to church rings, and her going to the skating rink rings. She's got like
Yes,
different
she
ring
is,
sets.
She is
for
learning,
different
right?
things.
I know
Yeah.
it's different for every
My daughter's
every
got
occasion.
the in the glove box ring, on the floor ring, and underneath the
In the
kitchen
couch,
ring, and the
yeah.
couch ring. It's beautiful.
And the
Great
vacuum
stuff.
cleaner
Yeah.
sucked up. Mhm.
That's where the rings are still. 8 and 12 though.
Yeah.
My 8 doesn't even know what rings are yet. We're trying to keep those away from her.
Yeah. Those
Yeah.
are- yes.
She's got a candy ring.
Yeah.
Strawberry.
Keep that one. Okay, so that's a great one, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's
And
awesome. Thank you
then-
for sharing that.
I also just want to throw out as a reminder, because
Yeah.
I am a mom, kids eat free crust pizza every Tuesday. Okay,
Oh,
so everybody
really?
listening, that is
Free.
just such a help, because again, when you're working all day, you want to go out, just grab the family, Willis and Lake Conroe location. Every
Really?
Tuesday, kids eat free.
What's that age group? Do you know? Like
I
the
think
age
it's like
range?
under 12.
Under 12. Okay, good.
So
I'm not.
again,
I'm not
super
sure
fun.
what day Hunger Crush has 99-cent Kids
It's
Day.
Wednesday. If it's still,
Really?
yes.
So we can feed the kids all week at this place without really paying a dime. I
You
mean,
can pretty much
It's
find
nice.
Monday through Thursday in a lot of places. If you can actually Google it and type like, places kids eat free in Montgomery County, and there'll be a list of restaurants.
yeah, Hunger Crush is
Yeah.
99 cents on Wednesdays, I think, and we'll share all those links below for Crust and Hunger Crush and get those out there. Both great restaurants, both in the Water Point Center, right there
Yes.
on Lake Conroe. A lot of great stuff in there. Fajita Jack's and
Yeah.
Monty's
Monty's,
and JCT Granite's in there.
Akashi.
Yes, Akashi
friend
and
JCT.
sushi.
Yummy.
Yes.
Well, and you have you're going to be at the Free Citizens concert
Yes.
August 24th.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm super
cool.
excited about that. And they're doing a car show, a classic car show. Anybody who likes
Yeah.
cars, that'll be in the morning.
I love cars. My
Yeah,
son
that's
loves
right.
cars.
The cars are
Yeah.
from like 10 to 11:30. Now we were working with one of the different car groups, and we're trying to make sure we can bring an outside car group to the Conroe area. And our friends over at the Ice House Conroe,
That's what I was gonna
Jay
say.
Blanco
Right.
and them had the Savage de Mayo event, and they brought in all the Lambos and kit cars.
Yes, do that. Get
So cool. Well, I could try. Yeah, those guys. It's you book way out in advance. I don't know. I'm reaching out to them, and they're my friend, my cousin is Henry is in the Mustang Car Club for Kemah, and has an old Mustang, and so
nice.
and he's been dying to come down here. Loves Lake Conroe. This is where he vacations and travels to. And that's when we get to see our cousin from Galveston. Yeah, and it's great. I'm always like, yeah, here he goes.
That's not even far. I thought he was going to say like somewhere far away.
Minnesota.
No, and close enough you could drive the classic and not worry about putting too many miles on it,
Yeah, that's true.
and get them all out, and maybe he can talk the boys into a little donation. Come on out, and you know,
that'd be fun.
I'd like to see some different cars,
Right.
and then I think similar to what you were talking about the Montgomery County Women's Women's Association.
I know, it's long.
Montgomery County Business Women's Association. The Montgomery Lions Club does scholarships to tune of $1,000 as well, and they do this throughout the year. And I mean, I've done the math. I mean, I think it's like $125 a year to be a member. I'm like, you don't have enough members to pay for this. You know what I mean? How do you do that?
It's
You know?
donations. That group is so awesome. We've been a part of it for a while, and I actually got to vote on the last time they did scholarships last year, getting a few girls sponsored.
Nice.
And what they do for part of the new Danville stuff, they're involved heavily in that as well. And it's just really, a philanthropy group. It's
Yeah,
really what it comes
it
down to,
is.
people that care about our community.
And they volunteer a lot of stuff. We're going to knock on their door and offer a donation to have them help us at the Free Citizens concert August 24th. So we're gonna see, for a donation, we kind of monitor the flow of things and help us pack this place up when we're done. And we see them in a lot of events, and I think they earn extra side donations this way. But I'll button that up. I know they've been working with some different promotional groups. I know Charlie Diggs uses them a lot, and to help out in downtown Montgomery and makes substantial donations more than we'll bring in for the whole show. So I don't know if they'll do it for me, but we're going to ask, and hopefully we can help somebody. We don't need as many people. Yeah. But it should be a really fun event. Lacey, how can they find an order and get directly to you for the business side of things?
Okay, so easiest way, if you, again, bugsbite.com, that's going to be your easiest way. bugsbite.com. And I'm Mosquito and Pest. So Lacey Baker on Facebook, you'll find me. But 346-225-4352. And that's my direct line. So I'm the office.
Say that number one more time.
346-225-4352.
4352. Okay. 346-225-4352.
Yes.
Right,
And
I got
people
it.
call at all hours. Like, for real.
What?
I got a raccoon in my kitchen. It's 2 a.m. I know. Come help.
Yes. Yes. But it's true. I tell Richard I leave the phone on because those jobs, I book them. When people call late,
They'll pay the
it's an
emergency fee to come out. Yeah.
And the fact you took the call is the best. It's like, hello.
So, yeah, I know. I have on the weekends started turning the phone off at like 10. But
Raccoons and possums only operate at night, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty
well,
much.
And we're not
Armadillo.
wildlife, but yes, the
Armadillo.
ones that people find are the infestations of roaches and things like
yeah.
that.
They're not calling you after hours for that, are they?
Yes, they are. Termites.
Really?
That's another one. People randomly will find, they'll be like doing something in the garage at night and they're like, oh my God, I have termites,
Oh, wow.
Then they call you. That's so strange.
Yes.
I don't think I'd call that.
They don't want to forget, so maybe
They don't wanna
I'm gonna leave a voicemail.
Exactly.
Like,
That's exactly it. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe you answered. I was going to leave a message. I was like, yeah.
We're just those kind of people. But Lacey, I want to thank you for coming. I know you have a busy schedule and a big
Whenever,
family,
yes.
and I right now it's probably the busiest time of the year, I would think.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Nonstop.
Well, we look forward to seeing you at the Free Citizens concert
I
on
will
August
be there.
24th, and the maybe the next Fun After 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I want to
Okay.
make that.
Super. Well, everybody will get a chance to meet you there or the event, and we'll pick up right there, and they can call you at 346-225-4352.
Always. Yeah.
Awesome.
Guys,
Thank
we'll be
you,
back
guys.
after this.
Tune in to 104.5. Lone Star Radio on my mind.
Car enthusiasts of Conroe, FM 104.5 and 106.1 Lone Star Community Radio invites you to shift into gear every Monday from 1 to 2 with Cruising Car Club Talk with Robert and Randy for news on all things automotive in the greater Houston-Conroe area. Can't make a live show? We've got you covered. You can find all of our uncut content, including full episodes on Spotify, iTunes, Play Store, YouTube, Facebook, and irlonestar.com. Again, that's Mondays 1 to 2, Cruising Car Club Talk with Robert and Randy. See you there.
Lone Star Radio on my mind.
Welcome back to the Punch Your Texas Ticket segment of the show. I want to do this, but I'm told it's Sherry Potts keeps telling me it's Punch Your Ticket. Not why are you doing this? It's like, well, when El Tigre and the boxing groups and the Golden Gloves are in town, it's Punch Your Texas Ticket. Yeah. Well, this is the Punch Your Texas Ticket segment of the show. What we do in this segment is kind of really go over local events that maybe are either in Texas or can help you be a little more Texan or kind of Texas orientated and to some degree. And I guess there's a lot on this table, and one we've been talking about quite a bit is the Free Citizens Concert right here in Conroe. And that's 105 and 336 where the Wake Church is across from HEB there on the west side of town. And then it's going to be August 24th, starts about 10, 11 o'clock and goes on until about 6 and 7, 8 acts so far, and I think that number is growing, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody out. And True Tech Solar, one of our sponsors for the show, for the event, and we'll be out there and doing your thing and showing off some of the drum skills because there's drummers between each segment.
Yes, yeah. I'll probably lead at least one or two of those. It's fun, and with the kids involved, I mean, families involved, people have never even played a drum. You can still, the natural heartbeat starts to work. And when you got a big group going, it just kind of, everybody falls in line. And it'll be fun. It'll be a good experience.
And I can the way I do in choir groups, I just hum and mouth the words, Yeah, I feel like.
Float your hands above the drum.
Yeah. Oh, he's good, and then just do that roll thing you do and just all that.
Yeah.
So that is our premier event is the Free Citizens Concert, August 24th. That's at 3830 West Davis here in Conroe. It's sponsored by True Texas Solar, Carl's
and powered by True Texas Solar.
And powered by True Texas Solar, 77 Travel, Honey Bear Exotics, Mosquito and Pest Authority will be out there, and a few others. Dr. Sheridan Bowser will be there in her chiropractic group, and several others. We're still taking on some support and sponsors for that event. Just feel free to go look that up online. You'll find out how to get in touch with the folks there. I think it's facebook.com/Citizens Catering. You can find that there. The Texas Red Fest, featuring The Lax, Justin Champagne, Rehab, Cypress Spring, and Austin Tolliver, is August 24th, also here at Heritage Place. Now, that's a $20 event, and that's in the evening, so after 4. So you can catch ours and go...
Oh, wow.
Here into Conroe and catch
Make
the
it
other
a day
event.
of music.
Yeah. The bands are you could probably catch 15 different acts in the same day.
Wow.
That's crazy, right?
That is. I mean, the variety.
And under $20.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, and so that's all the talent that's out here. I can't tell you when you go dipping in the well of talent in Montgomery County, you can go all day. I mean, they're just so, and I'm shocked every time. Kat Fife is one of the musicians that are going to be there, and she's originally from Scotland, but resides here in town. She's a singer-songwriter and musician, and she's going to be performing there at the Free Conroe Citizens Concert, and she's phenomenal. She gave us all chills. I mean, it was like, wow, this girl's good. But she'll be out there as well. So August 24th, Heritage Place, the Texas Red Fest. You can go to... our call, 832-443-4239. Learn more about that guy. We did manage to go, and I don't know if you're familiar with the Texas Bluebonnet Trail.
No, I've been learning through you.
Yep. So, and I learned through Robin Arcia over at Bernhardt Winery, and she works with the Bluebonnet Trail, and is, the Jerry Bernhardt and the Bernhardt Winery are one of the stops, on this, and they go around and tour them all. They do a 2-month ticket cycle, and there's all kinds of details to how you can take the wine tour of Texas, and that are in our area. And so they're 13, 12, I think, in there, and West Sandy Creek Winery is one of them. Mm-hmm. And it is ridiculously close. And, once a year, depending on which acreage is working at the time. I mean, that 360-acre property, you never really know. I don't, but they will harvest accordingly. But this year for 2024, there was only one that was scheduled to harvest, and it was the 21st, which was also a full moon. Was also the night I stayed there. And so we got to cut grapes and take them from the plant to the glass, from vineyard to bottle to tank. I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, the whole cycle there, which I thought was really cool and the first time experience for me. And I'm like, wow, this was really interesting. We got a little, some footage we clipped out of the video we had set up there. And the whole family was out participating. That's the one of the sons of the owner, McGinley, Sandy McGinley. And it's located out there at 1773 FM 1791, which is right when you get to Montgomery. You can see them. They just would bring it out from the field, bring it up. They would weigh them out here, and then they'd put them through the process, and they would squeeze the juice out of those suckers. And it's surprising how much.
Is it still done by hand, or they have machinery to do it now?
They got machinery. Awesome. They would weigh it first and to get the yield from the field, and then they would strap this thing down and then hike it over that ramp there on the right, and they would go up to feed and start crushing and separating stems, and it's extremely efficient. Wow. The whole process. You could see how they take this thing up here, they'll run it through there, and it'll go all the way down, and then this thing just aggregates it so they don't have too many go through at once, and separate stems on the right there, and the juice gets stomped in the center there, and it goes down. And man, a couple different winemakers and consultants were there to support the process, and I'll just tell you, the whole experience, what a cool job. I'm like, wow. You guys are the luckiest, guys in town. I mean,
it's like a big kid science experiment.
They knew what they were doing. I don't think there was a lot of guessing. I think the real challenge is what that grape is going to taste like, how you tended to it through the season. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure there's more to it than that, as far as the science goes, but it's just, see how it's so easily, it separates everything. It's like, man, it would take me all day. Dink, dink, dink.
Wow, that's cool. I think there's so much. I did read about, I think it was in Fredericksburg, there was a winery, and it was just came across in a magazine on my desk, and they were saying they do all kinds of things to, if the ground gets too hot, they'll go in and poke holes and aerate it. And, there's all kinds of, like you're saying, tending to keep the fruit yielding correctly.
There's that goes from there into the building, and then it goes into this thing. It separates it into juice and does a final, I think, cleaning, filtration,
juice and pulp separation.
Yeah, and it just goes right there on the bottom, and then that thing gets sucked into the big thing where they start fermenting the wine. I drank a glass of that, and it was probably the best juice I ever drank in my life. Wow. We were, and Karen was with us, and so a few other people, and they were like, "I think this might be the best little glass of juice I've ever had in my life." And I ate a few of the grapes. It was just, it had a lot of skin and seeds, and it's just natural. Amazing how this thing can clean it up and separate it so fast and make so much quick juice out of it. But West Sandy Creek Winery, you can check those guys out by joining on the Blue Bonnet Trail. You can go to WSCW or WSCwinery.com, WSCwinery.com, or you can give them a call, 936-436-9050 is the number of the winery.
Say it again.
Yeah, I destroyed that. 936-436-9050. Give those guys a call. And again, it's not a far drive. Super, super convenient. I mean, I'm shocked. And I've been out that way before. I went to school in Huntsville and at Sam, and I didn't even realize there's a back way, let alone how close it is. Yeah. So check those guys out. You can see the full video that we just showed here on Facebook.com/Golakeconroe. Let's see. Blue Bonnet Wine Trip. Pow. Deep Purple, August 17th, Cynthia Mitchell Woods Pavilion. You go check those guys out. Deep Purple, the original band, I think. I don't know if it's the whole band, but most of them, I saw the guys. You can check William Beckman and Django Walker, July 20. Oh, that's already passed. You missed Django Walker and William Beckman July 20th. Hey, Nate Nelson every Tuesday is playing an acoustic set at Red Brick Tavern. And Nate Nelson's been on the show, and I think he's like half beard now. He used to be the big beard Nate Nelson. Then he was like the clean cut Nate Nelson, and now he's like a half beard Nate Nelson. And I was told the best Nate Nelson's a half beard Nate Nelson.
Okay.
And that's just rumor. That's just rumor.
Makes the music a little more tasteful.
Tuesday at Red Brick Tavern. Every Tuesday. It's a set he's got going on there. 27th, Co Wetzel. Everybody's really excited about this show out at the Cynthia Mitchell Woods Pavilion, July 27th. That's this weekend. Also, Sunday, the 28th, you can go out to Bernhardt Winery and catch Bryan Adams with the, it's not Bryan Adams, the tribute to Bryan Adams, the Run to You show. Gonna run to you. Yeah, that's out at 9043 County Road, 24204, Plantersville, Texas, at Bernhardt Winery. The Gatlin Brothers will be at Do-Si-Do October 27th. You can catch those guys there. Dan Enos tonight. He'll be performing at Bernhardt. Oh, no, he'll be at, I believe, Guadalajara's. He'll be at Guadalajara's. And that is tonight on a solo show. And Dan's been on here several times. He's also part of our Christmas album, if you haven't heard the Texas Ticket Christmas album.
Okay.
It's a thing.
And, I did not know this, Armando.
Really? Yeah. Lots of great artists on there, and including Dan Ennis with one of his own originally written songs. And we're looking forward to that. The Bellamy Brothers, August 30th at Old Town Theater in Huntsville, Texas. You can catch the Bellamy Brothers from 6 to 8:30 August 30th at the Old Town Theater. All right, we're moving right through this. The Hullabaloo Music Fest, and that, can we still catch that? Is it still here on my notes? Yes. That's downtown Bryan, Texas, and they've got a good 50, 40, 30 bands. I don't know. September 1st.
Keeps growing.
Sunday, September 1st, and that whole weekend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot, and that includes Paul Wall, Deep Blue Something. Yeah.
Paul, H-Town Rap, Paul.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Saving Abel.
Okay.
Deep Blue Something. Cringe. Hindsight. It just goes on and on. There it is. I think. Look at all these guys. These are the different, and they're at different venues. The Ice House on Main, the Palace, the Grand Stafford, and the third floor is a bar, is a restaurant, I believe. And so you can go to any one of these locations, and they all have their own schedules of bands that are playing at these locations throughout first week of September, if not sooner. Isn't that Memorial Day?
Yeah, I think it is. I get
Labor Day. Yeah, Labor Day is the second.
Labor and Memorial.
Labor Day is September 2nd.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's right before, because that would be the Monday. So maybe they're playing into Monday. But I've got them here as scheduled on the 1st. But that may be the kickoff day, because I think this is a 3-day event. Okay. Sammy Hagar, 7 to 8:30, August 23rd. That'll be at the Cynthia Mitchell Woods Pavilion. I can't drive 55. Luke Prater, he'll be September 14th at the Ice House, Conroe.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's a good show. If you haven't
Ice
seen
House
Luke,
has been bringing in some good talent lately.
they have, and that stage just keeps getting better every time I go. It's like better than the last time I went.
Yeah.
It's like, man, this stage gets better by the minute. That's Jay and Nella Blanco. The Blancos doing great stuff down there. Zach Rushing will be at Do-Si-Do, the Big Barn, on August 2nd. This is a comedy show. If you haven't seen Zach Rushing, you need to pull him up, take a peek. Most of these jokes are family friendly. Most of them, most of the show. So, and they serve food there. If you haven't been to the Big Barn, it's on I-45, and right there in the Woodlands.
Yep,
Big Barn, Do-Si-Do Big Barn. So there's food, drinks, full menu there. You can get before the show. Usually you eat first. They clear the tables, and then the band starts. And you can serve drinks the whole time, though. Mm-hmm. And let's see. I think that is about. Wait. No, that is it. So Halloween's October 31st. Just want to bring that. The Indigenous People Day, October 14th. And there will be a daylight savings time to end on November 3rd this year.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
No.
I kind of thought we were done with that.
The savings times, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was over. Apparently, it ends on November 3rd, and there's going to be something going on there. So we'd like to do a special thanks to, of course, you for coming out, True Texas Solar. And you guys are moving your office now, right?
Yeah, we're actually moving over off 1097. We've busted at the seams in our current office. We have people piled into multiple rooms, and it's just not comfortable. And And we want to, give our team a little bit more space to function well. And we're moving out to off 1097. We'll have a standalone building, a little upgrade from the business park we were in. And we're also, gearing up for a great year. And hopefully, as devastating as these storms have been, we're really helping people keep power on right now.
I know they're grateful. I mean, I know.
Yeah.
I've been to your
You've
office.
seen
That
it.
phone doesn't stop ringing.
It does
It's like,
not.
man, what is going on? It's like the Jerry Lewis telethon.
Yeah.
It's
You
like,
got batteries or generators? You got batteries or generators? Every day.
They're the whole time, and that it's like the LP gas place. It's there on they're just lined up with dollies, and whatever tank they got, they can put gas in it, to cook and heat or whatever they're using with those things, or it supplies the generator, right? There's a gas tank for that.
Yeah, you can either do natural gas, straight if you have that at your house, you can do propane, and then some of the smaller portable generators you can bring in the little what are those like used for camping? They're little propane tanks. And then they also run off of gasoline if you have the little portable, up to 13,000 watt generators, and that's what we'll actually be using at the show for the
festival. Yeah, because it's in a parking lot.
Yeah,
that's the thing. But we'll be able to draw some power, but I think, that's going to be a huge help for us, and thank you for your support there. We'd also like to thank Carl's Heating and Cooling, the air conditioning, heating, 24-hour emergency service, ventilation, and refrigeration. You can call Carl's AC, or you can go visit them at carlscoolingllc.com. Carl's Cooling.
those are good people. Like I'm in a couple network groups with them, and we've actually became kind of close outside of even, networking, and great people, great group of guys there.
I love it. I just love the whole chemistry for the event coming up, and I'm excited that they're all a part and you're a part, and there's so much fun music stuff going on. It's just, it's nice. We also like to thank our friends over at Chapel Pressure Washing, JCT Granite, and everyone else. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. You can follow the links below to find more information about the show. We'll see you next week here on the Texas Ticket.
Adios.
104.5